I saw the video about gearing up where you rose like 2 levels in proficiency. I have used 5k vault scrap on my server and still haven't reached the first proficiency. What level are you, Frost? Because it's depending on your level, and it's an exponential curve. It's designed to last a long time in the game, right? So if you're level 90 and you haven't done any proficiency early on, then yeah, it's going to take you a lot of scrap. The idea is, the game design idea is that crafting gear, as opposed to what people may say, is super powerful. Why is it powerful? It's powerful because when you craft gear in any video game, in like Diablo, PoE, or Vault Hunters, yes, I just did put myself in the same space as those games. When you do craft gear, you decide what you get, right? You say that I want to craft a sword. So crafting gear is way more powerful than finding gear. And since proficiency also helps you get like, you get a lot of chances for like an improved legendary and stuff, it's very, very strong. And if something is very strong, it has to be something that's a journey for the player, because otherwise it becomes the only task that you do. So the way it's balanced is you have to sacrifice vault scrap in order to become better at crafting. And where do you get vault scrap from? Well, you get vault scrap from finding gear, because vault scrap is essentially found gear, right? You get a lot of gear when you loot a vault, and then you put it in the machine and you become better. And it's a journey. I know that it takes time. It's designed to take time. However, early on in the game, like at level 30 or whatever I was, level 35, 40, the amount of gear that you can get in one vault is much less than at level 90. Why? Well, because at level 90, you have the resources to put catalysts on your vault and to make your vault be an ornate run, for example, where you have tons of ornate chests. You also have the skill points to have things like Hunter or Hunter Javelin so that you can find those ornate chests. You see? And so it has to be an exponential curve because the player is developing exponentially. So that's why if you start yes, it does take a long time, specifically like after level 65, crafting gear is going to require you to put a lot of vault scrap in, which basically, for me as a gamer, all it's doing is saying, okay, iskall, you got to spend a lot of time finding gear so that you can get vault scrap, so that you can become better at this, because it's also a permanent unlock. It's also something that you become permanently better at. That's my answer. I love the way we've designed it, and look, I might have put the values wrong. This was one of the things that never really got tested properly in update 16, as you guys know. And yeah, I might have to look over it again. I think the numbers are pretty good because I know that the numbers are mathematically using some logarithmic equation that we made back in the days, which is corresponding to the amount of vault chests or ornate chests that you find inside a vault per level. So there is maths behind it, but yeah, they might need tweaking. For sure. Did that make sense to the crafting doubters? I understand, like, not everyone is going to love that system, and it's always been a challenge for me to make a Minecraft mod that isn't actually the classic way that Minecraft is. This is, to me, very important. Minecraft is a game that is designed for the player to become... Like, Minecraft doesn't really have player skill or player development. It does, but it's very, very short. Okay? Minecraft's player development is find netherite, get an elytra, and that's it. Pretty much. Get mending on all the gear. Get the enchantments. There it is. That's done. And Minecraft player development is but Minecraft instead focuses on, okay, well, now you can build a base. Now you can build farms and you become more efficient on all of these things. But the difference with Vault Hunters is that you have all of that, but you also have these instances that get tougher and tougher. And so the window for the player to become better, to develop themselves, has to be much, much larger. Otherwise, the game becomes very dull. A good example is there are lots of amazing little RPG mods on CurseForge that looks amazing. And what they do is they add a structure to a village and they add like an armor set and a ring, and the ring gives you flight or whatever. But the time to completion is like 2 hours and then you're done. I want Vault Hunters to be something that you can enjoy for years. So, yeah. I love the gear crafting system, but numbers could be adjusted at higher levels. Yeah, and you know what? Hand on my heart, I believe you guys saying that. Sure. It probably needs looking over, right? And I actually have the Excel document still with the logarithmic maths that I did that is behind the numbers that are behind it. I have all of that still. And so whenever I have a little bit of time, I'll promise you guys, I will sit down and I'll look at it. And you might be wrong, though. You might be wrong. And if so, I'll come back to you guys. How about that? I'll come back and say, you know, either I'm wrong or you're wrong. And here's why. And yeah, that's what we're going to do with gear crafting. Please give legendary from Gearcraft. No, I won't give legendary from Gearcraft. So Gearcraft can get improved modifiers, which is 1 level up. But if we were to change it so that we get legendary from Gearcrafting, what's going to happen is that you think that sounds good on paper, but once you've played with it for a little while, you're going to get bored at searching for gears in vaults. Treasure rooms are going to become awful, right? Ornate chest is just a resource, just a chore. It becomes a chore for you. You're like, okay, I got to collect the daily vault scrap so I can craft my legendary gear, you know? and trust me, it no longer will it feel exciting to find gear at all. It sounds good, but it's not good. The best possible gear needs to have a loot, needs to be looted in Vault Hunters, and I think that's super important. It's the same in most action RPG games. I don't know of any action RPG game where you craft the best gear in the game. That makes sense. I'm level 62 and just seemed useless at this point. It's definitely not for us. It definitely isn't. It's just a journey for you. Like, look, at level 62 you can get like Ornate Catalyst and you can like really grind it down, right? So it's definitely not useless. I recommend every single one who plays Vault Hunters to get into gear crafting. And we designed it so that it wouldn't ever be useless and so that it wouldn't ever be impossible to catch up. And it's not. But it does level scale, so it's stronger, it's easier early game to get to a valuable level. The last part of gear crafting is that because you need a lot of the vault scrap, hopefully scrapping gear becomes, I don't want to call it fun, but hopefully it feels like a progress thing to do, you know? Instead of being like, oh, I just have so much of this item. Well, now it actually has value, right? Because, and hopefully we did a good job, although I will test it right now. Hopefully we did a good job of like showing that here. So as you put this in, you should visually be able to see a change. Yeah, there was a visual change. So like my brain has tied value, right? My brain has tied value to this resource. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do hit the like button down below. And if you're brand new, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next episode.